Ladies and gentlemen, today, a devastating tragedy has unfolded at the Great Bridge spanning a raging river. A bridge once considered a symbol of strength and pride for the region now lies in ruins, submerged in the merciless currents. It all began on a fateful morning. Suddenly, bam! A terrifying crash shattered the air. The bridge abruptly split in two, collapsing into the river below like a defeated monster. Immediately after the disaster, authorities swiftly took action. An urgent investigation was launched to determine why a supposedly sturdy bridge had collapsed so unexpectedly. Shortly thereafter, police summoned 13 individuals, including the chief engineer, construction supervisors, and contractors involved in the bridge project. These individuals were accused of using substandard materials and lowering safety standards to maximize profits. At the end of the video, we'll reveal a top-secret piece of information about the 2010 earthquake in one of the poorest countries in the Western Hemisphere. Stay tuned. Heart-stopping incident has just occurred in a major tunnel leading into the city center. A car sped out of the tunnel, escaping the thick cloud of dust just moments before the entire tunnel was buried. The driver could only breathe a sigh of relief, while behind him, the entire roadway had turned into a scene of utter devastation. At around 9:16 a.m. on June 23rd, a serious accident occurred in China, leaving a chaotic scene right at the entrance of a major underpass. A passenger bus carrying a full load of passengers skidded on the road during an emergency brake and flipped over in an instant. The bus windows shattered into pieces, with fragments flying everywhere. Even more terrifying, some passengers were thrown out as the bus violently flipped over. The scene at that moment was nothing short of a nightmare. Ladies and gentlemen, right now, an emergency situation is unfolding on an aerial train. Suddenly, a powerful earthquake strikes, causing the entire train to shake violently. Immediately after the devastating earthquake passed, landslides occurred continuously, causing thousands of meters of land to be swept down into the abyss. The entire sky was covered in a thick cloud of dust, obscuring all visibility. In a small house amidst a raging storm, two men are sitting across from each other, chatting while the heavy rain falls outside. Suddenly, a loud bang erupts and a blinding flash of white light from a lightning strike hits close to the house. One of the men jumps, immediately clutching his right arm, as if he has just been struck by lightning. This is a rare natural phenomenon, and this tornado seems to be unaffected by other factors, growing stronger by the moment. The vortex is becoming larger, with wind speeds incredibly high. And what's most strange is that it is only revolving around this building, as if drawn in by some invisible force. Oh my God! Why do these giant tornadoes keep appearing so often? How powerful is this storm that it can sweep away everything in its path? The houses, which hold so many memories, are now being torn apart in this terrifying vortex. The sturdy walls, the warm rooftops are now nothing but debris, no longer holding their original shape. Oh my God. Fortunately, the bridge's barrier stopped the vehicle just in time, but if the car hadn't been stopped, what would have happened next would have been a horrifying sight no one wants to witness. Looking down, the abyss is deep and endless. Now imagine if you were the driver, switching places with him. How would you feel in that moment? Today we are witnessing an unbelievable sight. A volcano erupts like a rock and roll star getting ready for its big show. It's not just spewing lava, but also creating an intense blast of air, pushing the clouds up high like they're out playing a round of golf. Ladies and gentlemen, right now a disaster is unfolding in India. The 13-story building, which has stood strong for so long, is on the verge of collapsing due to the recent powerful earthquake. And then, the building, crash. The entire structure collapses in an instant. Dust and debris fly everywhere, and the sound of the collapse echoes like thunder. The sidewalk suddenly collapsed, causing a woman to fall into a deep 8-meter hole, her condition unknown. While walking on the street in Malaysia, the sidewalk unexpectedly caved in, causing the woman to fall into a hole approximately 8 meters deep. The victim has not yet been found and may have been swept away by underground water. The victim has been identified as a 48-year-old tourist from India. It is reported that she arrived in Malaysia with her husband and some friends about 2 months ago for a vacation and was scheduled to return to India tomorrow. After the incident, the rescue team cordoned off part of the area and used an excavator to clear the debris from the sinkhole, but no trace of the victim has been found. Let us pray for the victims. Right now, we are witnessing a special moment. A large bridge, after many years of service, is about to be demolished by a team of top experts. Everything is ready for a spectacular sight. To ensure safety, the team of experts has placed sturdy green barriers at the base of the bridge. Small fragments from the bridge will be carefully controlled to prevent any impact on the surrounding area. All eyes are now fixed on the bridge, awaiting this historic moment. Right now, an unexpected situation is unfolding on a deserted road. A convoy of vehicles has come to a stop due to the heavy rain and strong winds. But what no one could have predicted has just happened. Suddenly, from the mountaintop, not one but 2 large boulders came crashing down onto the road, smashing into 2 stationary vehicles. One is a black car, and the other is a white car. Luckily, the black car wasn't heavily damaged, and the passengers inside are safe. However, the white car was struck forcefully by a boulder on the roof, creating a scene of panic. Right now, a terrifying disaster is unfolding in a high-rise building. A powerful earthquake is sweeping through, causing the entire structure to shake violently. And on the screen, we can see 3 men urgently trying to escape from the building, which is on the verge of collapsing at any moment. They have no time to think. Every step they take is a matter of survival. The building is shaking, debris is falling from above, and they can only race toward the emergency exit while the walls collapse right behind them. The 2010 Haiti earthquake was a magnitude 7.0 MW earthquake, with its epicenter located about 25 kilometers west of the capital Port-au-Prince, Haiti. It struck at 16:53, 10 or 4:53, 10 p.m. local time, 23:10 UTC on Tuesday, January 12, 2010, with a depth of 13 kilometers. The United States Geological Survey recorded a series of aftershocks, with 14 of them having magnitudes between 5.0 and 5.9. The International Red Cross reported that around 3 million people were affected by the earthquake, with the Haitian government estimating more than 200,000 fatalities. All hospitals were either destroyed or severely damaged and could no longer be used. Haiti is the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere, ranked 149th out of 182 countries in terms of Human Development Index. There were concerns about the ability to provide emergency services in the face of such a serious disaster, and the country was considered economically vulnerable, according to the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations. The earthquake struck unexpectedly, and due to the country's poverty, there were very few hospitals, all of which were destroyed. As a result, some doctors treated patients in their own homes, with the number of patients reaching up to 100 in a single small house. Thank you for watching. If you found the content engaging and gained valuable lessons for traveling or tips to navigate natural disasters, please like and subscribe to the channel. This way you won't miss out on our upcoming informative videos.